My name is Victoria Williams. I'm from the North Shore of Oahu, Pupukea specifically. I joined the statewide hybrid program for elementary education. I picked that one basically because I knew that the online coordination of the program would fit my life best because I have 2 toddlers at home and a very busy home life. I was also working part-time while I was in school, so online, working at my own pace was the best way for me to go. Finding funding for my education was a big journey for me. It was very important. I come from working class folk. I was always very lucky, had everything I needed throughout my whole life, but we also are the type that work for everything we have. All the men in my family are either carpenters or plumbers. I'm the first person in my family to get a college degree. Just lifting that burden off of having to figure out how to work harder to pay for education, it just made it so much more attainable. Searching for different kinds of financial aid, there's so many different pathways. Looking for financial aid and scholarships and grants and all these things, it was like another job all on its own. I would spend hours on the computer searching for all these things. I found, there's so many resources for grants and scholarships, and they're they're not hidden, but you really have to search for them, and then you have to specifically know what you're searching for. Know your major, know who you are on paper, because who you are on paper is the first step. Your GPA, of where you're from, everything about you, your background. There's the scholarships that STAR provides, there's the scholarships that UH as a whole provides, and then there's ones that are college specific. So in my case, the College of Education has specific scholarships for them. There's also scholarships that are outside of the school system, like the Hawaii Community Foundation, which I did earn a scholarship from them as well. There was a few that were listed on the UH website that actually directed you to a new website specifically for that scholarship, and I applied to some of those and got some of those. Funding that I received after searching and applying and everything, I was able to pay for my tuition in full. I paid for my entire program, my entire 4 semesters of UH Manoa tuition. I paid for it all. There was nothing that I paid out of pocket. There was summer school courses that were embedded in the program that were mandatory to take, and those are more expensive. As most of us students know, summer courses are more expensive and usually come out of pocket. I got enough funding to pay for those as well. My advice to incoming students, or just any students that are looking for funding that need help paying tuition. My main advice would be leave no stone unturned. Check everywhere, check everything you can, but then once you have this you have all these different resources, I bookmarked all type of different websites that I knew I would return to. After you find them all, go back and really fine tune which ones can I apply for. Like I said, think about who you are on paper, which one fits you, what your education level, your GPA, some of them, they all have completely different requirements, so make sure you're hitting the ones that fit you the best. You've met the requirements. You know that you can apply for this certain scholarship. Look at the essay questions. Look at all the questions that they're going to ask you. Some of them are long essays, and they'll tell you exactly how long it needs to be, exactly what they want you to answer. Try to answer exactly what they're asking you. It's like writing a thesis paper. And if you're not super confident in your writing, take a writing course, get confident in your writing. Because who you are on paper is step 1. Step 2 is you need to show these, they're strangers. Who's reading your application? They care, but they're complete strangers. You need to show them who you are. Put some real effort into your writing. In the very beginning of my educational journey, before I joined the College of Education, when I was still at community colleges and stuff, I never applied for scholarships because it was just, I thought there's too many applicants, I'm never gonna get anything. There's no way. But I changed my mindset coming into the College of Ed. Tuition is higher now, I'm not in community college anymore. And I'm running out of my Pell Grant stuff from community college. So it's time to get really serious. You have to get rid of the doubt. Keep looking, keep trying, and really focus on your writing because, like I said, that step 2 is writing, showing people who you are. Even if you don't have the greatest story, you just need to show them your personality, show them who you are. Make sure you write and answer exactly what they're asking. Try to stay within, exactly what they're asking. If it's 2 pages, make it 2 pages, don't make it 5. Just stick with it and really the essay writing, that's gonna push you over and that's what's going to earn you the scholarships. When you're writing your essays and when you're applying for these scholarships, in my case, I have really good grades. You know, I graduated just recently with just shy of a 4.0. It was very, very close, like a 3.9 something. But I know that that's not the case for everyone. If there's a dip in your grades, like if there's a point where you just didn't do very well in the past, make sure you address that somewhere in your application, in your essay, anywhere where you think you can kind of squeeze that in for a moment. Tell them what was going on in your life. This is advice that one of my teachers gave to me a long time ago. I think I was in high school. When you're initially applying for colleges, like as a high school senior, they always told me, explain why. Tell people what was going on in your life. Like explain that dip and how you're gonna move forward. And always try to have that increasing, even if your grades fell, try to have an increasing slope. Like think of that's your goal as you're going through school, because that will help you in the process as well. Leave no stone unturned. Get rid of your doubt. Try it anyway. Keep looking for scholarships. There's something out there that will fit you. And if it's not a scholarship, it's financial aid. Different types of financial aid, grants, there's all kinds of different avenues to look for funding. And I really think that everyone can do it. You just really have to put in the work.